Oh man, I slept great last night. I wonder what's for breakfast. Hey, chef.
Hey, Benson, what's up?
Hey, you think you could whip up some breakfast?
Okay, bacon and eggs. No problem, I got you.
You know, I've really been craving a good po' boy.
A little early for a po' boy, but okay, I think I can whip one of those up.
But what if you made a breakfast po' boy?
All right, now you got me thinking. Let me see what I can do.
Bigfoot cooking.
So Benson wants a breakfast po' boy. Well, we can sure enough bring it to the table. Hey everybody, welcome back to Bigfoot Cooking, where today, by request, we are making a breakfast po' boy. Yeah, usually they got shrimp and stuff like that, but in this case, well, we're just going to use a little bit of bacon, not much. A little bit of bacon and a couple of eggs, and then, of course, some flavor enhancers, because you want your breakfast to be good, right? But, this is going to be good, filling, and it'll just make everybody happy once it's in their tum-tum. So, let's get started on what we need. Now, for this, of course, you got to have your po' boy bread. Now, since this is breakfast, we're not doing the nice big ones. We're actually doing more of a hoagie roll because, I don't know, breakfast is a little bit smaller than lunch or dinner. This is what we're using. And then to top that up, well, we're going to get us some thick cut bacon right here, and we're going to candy it. That's right. Simple process, just takes a little bit of time in the oven, but makes a great little crunch on this guy. From there, you know what? Let me throw the recipe up. Just poof. This way you can screen cap it. But I mean, from there, you're basically bacon, eggs, peppers, onions, tomato, mushroom, hash browns, cheese. I mean, what do you like in your eggs? You know what I'm saying? You can actually do even more or less than I got going on here. It's all about your taste. You literally could do bacon and eggs and out the door. Keep it simple or keep it complex. This is up to you. Now, in all honesty, the longest thing to take is the bacon because we're not frying it today. We're actually going to put it in the oven and bake it and make it candied. Yeah, let me make a little room here for this process, but this is oh so worth it. All right, we're going to start this out. I've got some thick cut bacon right here. Candied bacon works better with the thicker stuff than the thin, although you can use it either way. It's how much meat versus how much sugar. And literally all we're going to do, let me get these guys busted open here. Like I said, we're not using the whole pack. I'm just using some of them. So a little slice. And what we're going to do, we're going to lay this guy right here. Yeah, I know most people have a tray that fits inside of it. Sometimes when you order things off of Amazon, you get the wrong size, but it's going to work still. All right. I got myself 12 strips of bacon. Now, again, the candied, not that difficult. We're just going to take and sprinkle it with brown sugar. Hold on. I'm going to go off script. I feel like the Grinch. I had one of those wonderfully evil ideas. I think, to it. Hey, Benson.
Yeah, chef. What's up?
Oh, that was cool. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
I need you to run to the store.
Okay.
I need some apple pie filling.
You mean the stuff in the can?
Yeah, I'll wait.
I got you.
Thanks, man.
Okay, chef, here you
Oh,
go.
hey, you're back.
Went all the way to Washington State to get this for you.
Why'd you go all the way to Washington State to get them?
Why not? Washington has the best apples. You don't know anything sometimes, you know that?
All right, cool. Thanks, man. All right, so we're going to change this up a little bit. Not only are we making candied bacon, we're making apple candied bacon. That's right. Never tried this before, so we'll see how this works. Get our can of apple pie filling here. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know. I might just eat that by itself. Let's see. We'll probably take about half of it here. Like I said, the other half will be dessert for later. Now let's get our meat masher here and let's go ahead and kind of cut these guys up into small pieces. Man, I feel like I should have been on one of those slap chop commercials doing that. Now from here, we're going to add, this is Lane's homemade apple pie rub / seasoning. I don't know what they do to it. And like I say, Lane's doesn't sponsor me. I just really like a lot of their products. We are going to go ahead and sprinkle a liberal amount of apple pie seasoning in here. So what would that be? Maybe a tablespoon-ish. We're going to add us about a tablespoon or two of maple syrup. And just because I like it, a little bit of vanilla. Just what is that? Maybe a teaspoon, maybe a little more. Don't judge. I kind of like it. Let's see, we'll take our fork and just kind of mix this up a little. All right, let's see what we got out of this. Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be real good. And we're still on the bacon part. Oh, wait till we get the rest of this done. All right, I'm gonna attempt to do this with one of my silicone brushes. I may have to upgrade to a spoon. You know what? I am gonna upgrade to a spoon. It's a little thick. Now, I don't know if it's thick with a K or thick with a Q, but oh, it's gonna be so good. Let's see, we'll just smear this along our bacon strips. You know, you definitely gotta use all this mix because you're not supposed to eat raw pork. And this, whoo, you would be licking the spoon, the beaters, I mean, whatever. This is really good. Now, I'm gonna set this guy, I'm gonna pop it in a cold oven. I ain't even gonna worry about making it hot first. We're gonna set it in the cold oven, turn it on. We're gonna cook this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes or so. Like I say, we'll take a look at it and start checking it around the 20 mark. But you want this nice and crispy and really good. If you don't have a convection oven, make sure about halfway through you turn it around so that way you get both sides done good. So now the bacon's done. Well, let's get working on the potatoes because that's what's gonna take the longest. All right, so we got our bacon. Anyway, bacon's in the oven. So now let's work on the potato. And for that, we're just using ye old russet. Now, I'm gonna kind of do a double cut. I'm gonna cut it into wedges, and then I've got my little cheat here to cut it into squares. I mean, sometimes things are easy and you definitely gotta take advantage of them. So step one, let's go ahead and cut these into maybe, what do you call them? 10 centimeter if you ain't from around here, you know, quarter, 7/16 if you are. Just make your potatoes the way you like them. How's that? One thing I am doing with this slicer here, if you notice, the bottom of it's full of water. It'll keep your potatoes from oxidizing because we got a lot of stuff to cut up. So let's go ahead and blast through our potatoes real quick here. Potatoes are done, just like that. Now again, the good thing about leaving them here in the water, they're not gonna turn brown. They're not gonna get ugly. Will they taste different? Not really. Will they look different? Yeah, we don't want the looks. I mean, you eat with your eyes, you smell with your nose, you taste with your mouth. You make the tum-tum happy when they all come together. So we got this. Now let me go ahead, because I'm sure you guys know how to cut veggies. So let me speed cut through those, not bore you with the details. All right, veggies are done. That's really most of the prep work was the potatoes and getting all the veggies cut up and of course making chicken food. I mean, chickens never complain when I cook. They just come out here and nom, nom, nom. Matter of fact, we got a whole bunch of babies that we're raising up. Yeah. Have you seen the price of eggs? Of course we're raising chickens. Now you notice the last thing I cut was a jalapenos. Reason being, well, now I got jalapeno juice on my knife, on my cutting board, and on my hands. Don't rub your eyes or other fragile body parts. They'll let you know you forgot to wash your hands. All right, bacon, veggies prepped. Let's make some toasted buns. We're gonna take our mini po' boys. Yes, I know they're hoagies, okay? But for today, they're po' boys. And we'll just slice into them. All right, and now you're probably thinking, oh, we'll just put butter on them. No. I'm gonna show y'all a little tricky trick. We're using mayonnaise. That's right. Why, you say? Mayonnaise actually toasts up a whole lot easier than butter. While butter adds a pretty good flavor, we've got enough oils going on with this that I don't want to add another one to it. So I'm gonna take a little hot sauce here. Whatever hot sauce you like, you use. I just got the Cholula today. We'll put in maybe teaspoon, tablespoon. I mean, again, if you don't like hot sauce, no spoon. And we'll just give this a mix. Now, in truth, you don't have to stop with just the hot sauce. I mean, you could put like some Old Bay in it. You could put some lemon juice, dill, whatever kind of flavor you like to add to it. Mix it in there. Mayonnaise is a great base for any kind of flavor that you would like to add. So what we're gonna do now that this is nice and mixed in one color, and not too bad, just a little heat, but not too much. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my griddle, get this guy warming up, and what we'll do, we'll take a knife or whatever weapon you choose and just baste this up with a nice layer of flavor. All right, got our griddle nice and hot. We're gonna take these guys face down. We'll give them a few minutes just to get all nice and toasty. And this don't take long either. I mean, we're talking 30 seconds or so, and look what we got. Nice little color right on it. This works good for grilled cheese too, just so you know. So we'll go ahead and set these guys off for now. All right, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start cooking the potatoes. And for that, we're cooking in tallow. What's tallow, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did. You didn't? Well, I'm gonna tell you anyway. It is rendered beef fat. Basically, when I smoked it, every time I smoke a brisket, I save all the fat and I render it down. Matter of fact, there's a video up here where I show you how to do a brisket and make tallow. That's right, smoked tallow. Good stuff. So let's go ahead and set this on here, get our pan lube going. All right, we've drained all the water off of these guys. Now let's introduce these potatoes to some heat. All right, potatoes are nearly done. Had to kind of adjust a few things. Got a new smoke detector, works great. Works too great. So we'll set all our potatoes here off to the side. And let's go ahead and grab ourselves a handful of red peppers and yellow peppers and green peppers and onion. Like I say, I got plenty to make more after this show. So for now, well, I'm just trying to make about 2 of them. And right now, all we're trying to do with the veggies is soften them up some. I'm not worried about like the onions where you caramelize them and all that good stuff. I just want them to relax a little to get some of that raw taste out of them. All right, veggies are starting to get a little color on them, so we're pretty good there. Now, we're gonna drop in our eggs. I've got 4 eggs and basically adding myself a good little pinch of pepper. And of course, a little bit of salt. I mean, all your food has to get woke up, right? A little here, a little under the camera. All right, got them bad boys whisked up. Let's just lay them right on the griddle here. And we're gonna add ourselves some mushrooms to it. Let all these guys mix together. You know, this is almost starting to smell like breakfast in here.
Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
All right, starting to come together. Now, a nice big old heaping handful of cheese, because, well, after all, what goes better in life than cheese? And we're just gonna mix this in until all the cheese melts. Pull all this goodness off onto a plate here. All right, and that's it. Preparation is done. Now, assembly. And for this, we're gonna grab one of our bottoms. I'm gonna put some more of this good old mayo on here. The reason for 2 layers is you're actually building like a moisture barrier to this. So that way, anything you put on here won't just kind of drip right through. Kind of gives the sandwich integrity, right? So I've got that guy. We're gonna grab some of our apple candied bacon, which, ooh, it looks so good. Let's grab some of our combination of goodness. I don't know what you want to call this, but all the potatoes and the egg and the cheese and the mushrooms and the peppers. Well, everything you could desire for breakfast. I'm gonna put myself 2 tomatoes on top of this guy. That way that kind of tucks in right there. Let's go ahead and sneak 2 of the little jalapenos in there just for a surprise. Now I'm gonna take the top, I'm gonna mash it in just a little bit because we got such a build up on it that I don't want things to run away from us. Layer it with another little bit of this here, spicy mayo. So yes, mayo can be spicy. Enough of the jokes. And boom, you have a breakfast po' boy. But there's one thing missing, and believe it or not, this makes a difference. You know how when you get a po' boy, they're always wrapped? Well, there's a reason behind it. Let me wrap this and I'll tell you. There actually is logic behind this. And you're like, well, you're gonna eat it at home. Yes, I am. But you know how you pile a sandwich like this together and when you pick it up, it kind of falls apart. When you wrap it, you're actually kind of squishing all these things together and letting it sit there compact. So that way, when you go to cut into it and bite into it, everything's kind of held together a little bit. It actually makes the sandwich less messy. Yeah, I know, shocking there, right? So now you've seen me roll it, let's go ahead and whack it. As you can see, all of this is held together. There's a lot less airspace in it. If I was actually well, I'll tell you what, let me unwrap the whole thing. After wrapping it, yeah, let me unwrap it. Now see, as I first picked it up to put it in the wrap, everything was kind of sliding around, but now, I mean, we're holding together pretty good. You've got the toast on the bread, giving it some integrity, fitting together. And yeah, what we got here is a breakfast po' boy. So let's not delay. It's time to eat away. That last minute little idea on the apple with the bacon, ooh, that is some $1 million money right there. This is good. This would be easy to grab on the go too. You could probably freeze it and then warm it up in the microwave because you've already got it wrapped up. Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna put a little more heat on mine later on, but I had to kind of make this, for the masses of the house. So that's it, guys. Breakfast po' boy, just that simple. Now that I'm done with this, let's go ahead and give our guest his breakfast, but not till I finish eating this one. See you on another one. And as I'm eating this, you always got to remember that Bigfoot is real. Y'all take care. I ain't moving till this sandwich is gone. All right, Benson, I got you right here.
Whoa, thanks, Chef. This is gonna be gone in a flash.
Dude, did you even taste that? It was like gone.
Well, a Bigfoot can be a rather hungry creature.
All right, man, I'll hit you back up in a minute. Oh yeah, by the way, are you gonna start paying rent? Figures. It's just Bigfoot cooking.